Two. Count them. 2 more episodes of Hunter x Hunter 2011 is left. 2. What's up, folks? Samurai King 8 is here today to talk about and review Hunter x Hunter 2011 episode 133, Deadline to Live. From that and the events that happened in the episode, we see now what's going on. So before we get into that, let's talk about the beginning of the episode. Beginning, we see Poof is still spreading his scales to hypnotize the rest of the people who haven't been hypnotized yet. Because I didn't know, and I don't remember from the manga, that people still had their free will in the crowd, as we see there. And we also get more of a confirmation that P2 is dead. From the people she was controlling, they're now just, as they said, lifeless puppets. So that makes a lot of sense now. So we got to update with this. Oh, fuck it. So let's keep going. So after that, we see Ikago's plan starting to go into motion. He's talking to Wilfin about, hey, bro, I want you to be my messenger. I want you to carry out this message to either the royal guards or the king. And you know, Wilfin, he always fucking trying to think 10 steps ahead. Like, wait a minute, I want to say that it may be a trap so he wouldn't suspect me. But then he started thinking about it. Well, even if I do still go to him, he's going to think that I'm still doing the enemy's bidding. So yeah, we see that. And we also see Ikago and Wilfin was buddies, Nakama, in their human lives. Part of the NGL. Who would have thought they would be relevant right now? I didn't. And it's cool to see they being relevant now. And he telling him, hey, once you get out of this and you get free, because Ikago telling him, hey, bro, when you do this for me, you free. You can do whatever you want to do. So he telling, oh yeah, also go find Gyro. He was like, Gyro, how you know that name? And you know, we get the whole backstory with them. And Gyro was the leader. I forgot his name because it felt like that was some years ago now. Even though technically it was in the manga, it was years ago. But so we keep going like that. And he also said, how you know that Gyro is still alive? And he says, I'm gonna quote him. Since we all survived in quotations, we couldn't all just been digested, which is cool. That's real cool to think about. Because they all have, most of them have still got their memories, as opposed to Yuppie and Poof and Pito. We see all of them haven't got their memories back. So that's pretty cool. And so after that, we see he goes to where the women are, who Bezif women, who was underground. And I forgot, they didn't run away. Because Bezif came there, but he ran away with them other 2 ants, who names I do not remember and don't care about. We're going to see them later on in this arc. With how they ended and stuff like that. So moving ahead. Yuppie runs up on Welfin, and Welfin delivers a message saying, "Hey, go tell the king that about the trade-off. We want to give the enemy wants to give Komugi up for the 2 hostages, Knuckle and Meliron." And Yuppie thinks, well, I'm not in his mind. I'm not gonna tell the king anything because we still got the contest going on. And you said, "Damn, if Poof thought about this, shit, he's a smart one." So after that, after they get finished with that little part of the conversation, Yuppie starts to go off to go tell the king, and fucking Welfin couldn't let it go because of the NGL days. He was like, "Know what? The ants, they are enemies." And so he asked Yuppie, said, "Hey, bro. You remember your human days? You remember what you were in your previous life?" He was like, "Nah, man. I am the royal guard of the King Miriam, Yuppie, and that's all. Don't ask me these stupid questions." And then so he started to go off again, and Wilfin starts to. And I still don't really understand why he wanted to negotiate with him about like interrogate him with these fucking questions, because I don't know. I didn't really see the reason why. And I remember the manga I read a few weeks ago. I was like, why is he trying to question him? Like, why? But I mean, it looked like in the manga, I remember he tried to fight him. But as we see in the episode, so and I also see that Yuppie been coughing a lot, and as he getting tensed up ready to fight, blood comes from his nose. And I'm gonna get back to that in just a minute. So after that, Miriam finds a piece, a shogi piece called Marshall, and he begins to piece back his memory, saying, "You know what? There was this shogi player that I couldn't beat, who I still couldn't defeat." And this goes deep, really deep, because he was born to be the pinnacle of his race, of every race on the planet, and he ends up not being able to beat this little girl, and this fucks up his psyche because he's thinking like, I gotta be best, like Akashi almost in Kuroko. He was built up and raised to be the best. Well, he technically wasn't raised, but being the best and been told you're the best, winning is everything to him. So we see that with we see that, and then we also know that the king did, Miriam did fall in love with her too. So or he grown accustomed to her face, basically, or to her snot. But yeah, and then so after we see the king start piecing stuff back together, we see Poof. He's finally done spreading the scales, and he come back to where Miriam is, and he talked to him. And basically, Miriam says, "Hey, you know what? The contest is over. Did you find P2?" He's like, "No, I ain't find him or her. We don't know, and I guess we never will know." And I don't know if the ants even have genders or whatever. But yeah. He said, "We don't know." Oh yeah, I'm sorry. The king says the fucking contest is over. It's done. And I won. It's done. It's over. I won like a little kid. I won. So now get to talking, bitch. Basically like that. And so now they're going off to where the people are. They're leaving the palace and they're going to where the hypnotized people are. And Poof is still looking around like, where is P2? Still looking for this motherfucker. And then we see him cough up the blood and all that. So then we go to where Palm and Icargo is, and they're talking about, and Palm, kudos to her, Detective Palm. She saw through this shit. She figured it out, saying since she was watching, she saw P2 Yuppie is dead. So now she's starting to figure out. Okay, I don't want to spoil it. It has something to do with the Mental Rolls. And we saw the Mental Rolls fucking 3-4 fucking times. So I'm like, damn, they really throwing this at us. Like, if you're a manga reader, you know, and you're like, damn, why they still throwing it at us? But like, if you anime watcher, you like, the Mental Rolls, they may have something to do with this, because you've been coughing for the last 2 episodes. We saw the king, he had a nosebleed with, well, purplish blood come out of his nose, and we saw at the end, Poof is coughing up blood. So Palm is now, she figured out that, you know what, we're going to wait for the king to die. Because all this shit they're talking, all she said, we're going to wait, because Icargo was kind of being stupid a little bit, and Palm was really explaining it in a good way. But yeah, she knows that the king doesn't have that long to live, possibly dying in the next few hours. And I'm curious to see how will the fans take that, because this is not going to be the typical end of a shonen arc, especially a shonen battle arc. So I'm curious to see what the fans going to say. Are they going to say it's a cop out and all that stuff? But yeah. So at the end we see that Palm and Icargo, they're putting Komugi in almost like a coffin, but it's a box, and we see that she says that we're no better than the ants themselves. Actually, no, we're worse. And we see a human step on. We see his image, and it's very good. Ants are eating a dead animal, a dead bug, and a human comes in, steps on it, and kills it destroys the dead bug, and it also kills the ants. So that's the whole episode in a nutshell. Good episode. Review time. Good episode. Animation was good to great. Palm, sometimes she looked a little odd sometimes with animation wise. That's why I was like kind of good animation, but overall really good animation. Besides Palm, she been looking all odd. She was like really skinny at one point. Then she was like how she really looked, and then her hair was all odd. I don't know. It looked like Togashi drew her a few times. I don't know. But after that, what else? Story progression, really great story progression. That's a good thumbs up, and that's it for me. That's all I can think about at the moment. That's all I can think about. For something pop up in my mind, I'll be talking forever. But yeah, that's it. So at the end of the fucking review. Sorry, my mind's a little everywhere. If you like the video, thumbs up that bitch. Got something to say to me, comment down below. Give me your thoughts. And you can also PM me on YouTube. I don't too much like how they do it because they don't really update you that much. They do through your email, but not on the actual website, which is kind of stupid. What else? Subscribe as always. Share the video. And that's it. Samurai King 8 is out. See you later, Space Cow.